Hey everybody and welcome back to Pierce Gaming News. Alright, I'm going to recap day 2. There's not nearly as much, but I figured I might as well recap it for you guys. Alright, so Nintendo, kicked it off or whatever. And this is quite possibly one of the worst, like, press conference or whatever you guys want to call it, briefing. And people feel like 2015, is their transition year when they're going to start stepping up with the AAA games. Guess what? There was like no AAA games at Nintendo's conference. And if they're going to announce it anytime this week, it's not going to be anything big for AAA, third-party titles or whatever you guys want to call it. And last night, they needed to announce it like at E3, or on their big stage. This is like where everyone's watching them, and they blew it. They didn't even talk anything about, NX at all, which people were expecting them to. So they didn't talk anything about that. But Star Fox actually looked really, really good. I mean, everything was mostly focused on the holiday of 2015, but Star Fox looked really, really good. And I mean, you can look at the gamepad while you're playing the game and just move that around, which that's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool, but is it worth getting? Maybe. And then, I guess, Platinum Games, which makes Bayonetta 2 and the Wonderful 101, is gonna, be there. They're the ones that made, I believe they're the ones that made Star Fox, if I can remember that right. Okay, so the Wii U pretty much got zero love. They had, oh man, Animal Crossing characters and Animal Crossing Ambio Festival. I care less about that. I could literally care less about that, to be honest with you. And Mario was there. It was celebrating 30 years of the iconic character. And they showed, Super Mario Maker, more of it. They showed some last year as well. And Mario Tennis. Mario Tennis is alright, But the Wii U got literally zero love at, none. There was none. No good games for the Wii U and that console. I don't know how they haven't scrapped it yet. I know if they probably would have scrapped it by now, people would have been PO'd. So they're sticking with it, but it's not looking good for Nintendo. I mean, Star Fox looked extremely good for the Wii U quality. I mean, I was really surprised. But then the 3DS had, a bunch of stuff. There's Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. It's a 3-player co-op experience with classic Zelda gameplay. I believe they said that's coming out in 2016 or the fall. I wish I could remember. I'm sorry, guys. 2016 is also gonna give owners a new co-op experience in Metroid Prime Universe Federation Force. A port of Hyrule Warriors is also on the cards, from, you guys can remember Wind Waker. Pretty good game. Zelda Wind Waker, by the way. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. It's alright, I guess. It's not the worst thing. Fire Emblem fans, 2016 Fire Emblem Phase and Fire Emblem X Shin Megami Tensei. I mean, there's nothing good. I don't see any third-party titles in there at all. Maybe Animal Crossing, but maybe not. I'm not even sure if that's a Nintendo exclusive. I don't think it is. I believe it was on the Xbox 360. Literally, that was the worst conference I ever saw in my entire life. But whatever, Nintendo. It might take them a while for them to realize that they need to get financially in a hole, kind of like what Sony did, where they need to we're doing something wrong. It's no, really. I never would have guessed. Maybe I didn't know you guys do anything wrong. Maybe we should try to fix it. I feel like that's what they need to do, is a reality check, because they have money, boatloads of money, but they don't know how to spend it or use it wisely. They're targeting kids. I don't know what 31-year-olds getting excited for Animal Crossing. Let's get real here. If you're 30 years old and you're getting excited for that, you need a life. So then, let's moving on. That was, Nintendo's was bad. I really didn't want to talk about it to begin with, but I figured I might as well, but it was bad, guys. So Square Enix was up, and, they pretty much freaking started off with Just Cause 3, and pretty much Just Cause 2. It just, hardcore, go, massive chaos, and I guess it looked really good. So, look forward to that game. I'm always a Just Cause fan. Just Cause 2 was extremely good. I mean, it kind of got repetitive, yeah, but it was a really fun game to play. And then, Hitman pretty much got more details as well. It's promising to return an open world strategic takedowns with new missions being added on a 48-hour rotation. And they said they hope to hear from players during the development of a new content. Deus Ex, Mankind, I love that game. Deus, whatever. I had that, for my PS3. Love that game. It was so much fun. I never thought I would have liked it, but it was so much fun. I was like, yeah. So it's pretty much just a really nice, shiny new gameplay. Detailed mechanical, Parthened. And just pretty much tearing apart a Cyberpunk dystopia. Wow, guys, don't even ask. I can't even talk. And I guess they even had a Lara Croft Go, which is a spin-off on a mobile devices. Last year's Hitman Go, it was there. And then there was Japanese RPGs where Final Fantasy VII Remake, that was huge. I never got into Final Fantasy, but holy fuck. That remake looked really, really nice. It's like, holy man. And then, also, Kingdom Hearts 3 was displayed as well. And they showed some combat. Looked a lot better, apparently. I've never really played Kingdom Hearts. And that's pretty much Square Enix's whole thing. Just Cause 3 and Hitman Deus Ex were the main ones I wanted to see. But the other ones are good too, And then, PC never really gets any love at E3 ever. So they were there and, AMD was with them. And, also Obsidian Entertainment. They came out with an RPG called Pillars of Eternity and titled, White March. It looked for a Logistica, genre for Planet Coaster. With Planet Coaster, I should say. And it looks to recapture the Roller Coaster Tycoon. So it looked pretty good. I mean, is that really the game you want to show off on a PC kind of big stage? Maybe. I mean, I loved Roller Coaster Tycoon back in the day, so this is a good thing. I really like that. Then Microsoft, head of Xbox, he was out there, he was talking about the future of gaming on Windows 10 and basically the past failures in the PC gaming space. And also he announced Killer Instinct and Gears of War Ultimate Edition would see PC releases, which is freaking huge. Gears of War, I believe, was a console exclusive, if I can remember that right. And the creator of Gears of War, Cliff Bleszinski, said Project Blue Shark would be something. Is his first production with his new team. So that's pretty much day 2 in a nutshell. I try to explain it the best I can. I kind of was all over the place. I want to try to get day 3 in there in order. Kind of, maybe. We'll have to see, whatever. There also was something that I saw as well. I watched the Need for Speed little interview thing. It was 10 minutes long. It was kind of a waste of time, to be honest with you. And he basically said the same rehash stuff for oh yeah, full customization, yada yada yada. Didn't even say if it was multiplayer only or not. But the game looked really good, looked really nice. So maybe Need for Speed will be good this year. I don't know. And one last thing before I go, guys. Joe Montana Football will only be on mobile devices, iOS, then Android, and then maybe PC, he said, depending upon how well it sells. That pissed me off. Because they literally said zero information about the game. And then they were like, oh yeah, by the way, it's only on mobile. They didn't come out and have a huge announcement at E3 or anything. Just a little side note that Unreal, revealed in an interview. And I mean, apparently, I think the graphics they said, those are all real time and on mobile. The graphics looked a little bit too pretty for being a mobile only game, to be honest with you. So I mean, if it's coming to PC, it has the power to be on PS4 and Xbox One. If you knew it wasn't going to be for, consoles, why lead everybody on? I mean, I feel like Madden is going to be the NFL license for a long time now. It made me angry, but you know what? Whatever. I can't do anything about it. It just sucks that they let everybody on and just kind of dropped the bomb on them and yeah, we're just kidding. It's okay. Alright, whatever, guys. That's day 2. I'll be back with day 3 tomorrow. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.